Hi guys, I have a new setup, so I'm kind of thrilled to be doing this right now. I have a few things that I want to get off. There was one thing that today I was actually going to do. Um, I was going to film a video instead of live streaming, but I figured let's do both. I'm going to live stream the video I was going to post and cut it up and post it later. Anyways, let's go off with the novel things. My headphones are now bunny ears, and I've got a microphone, pop filter, and everything else over here. And it's gonna be so fun and exciting. And I think I gotta start with what I was gonna write about. Last week, I did an inordinate amount of research to figure out the Generation Z slang, and this is kind of the same thing. But it's more along the lines of if I basically have a question, I want to figure out something new, and then I do again an order of research to figure out the answer to my question. So this last week was Generation Z slang, which kind of good thing, bad thing. I know what they're saying now, and they are saying mean things sometimes. But today we're gonna focus on why people game, why gamers game. Because I was wondering, like, I was thinking, I wonder why people game. Like, people have so many different reasons to game. And I have a random list that came up with, but then I found out a better list that I'm going to actually call upon and make a video on instead. Anyways, do I have written down here? Maybe. Okay, so I know there are different types of gamers, and I was basically going to talk about the newbies that are figuring these things out versus the like really old gamers that can continue. This is why I don't live stream things, but this is gonna be fun today. We're gonna be live streaming all my mess ups. There's like people that have been playing for a long time who kind of gatekeep gamers, and it's true for many things. I think that one thing I realized when I was thinking about like actually was more towards, anime, and, there are different types of anime fans, definitely, but, it's kinda like the same thing for, like, there are different anime fans, and there are different gamers. So, I feel like it's kinda like the gist would have been new gamers that are just figuring things out versus old gamers that know their thing, they know their shit, so, I I thought there was I was gonna do a spectrum on that, but there's more to it than that. So let's get started on reading out what things I have come up with. Also, I have a list of songs and things that I'm gonna do in addition to this. That's why it's 7 to whenever. I don't know when I'm gonna stop. Not don't know when I'm gonna start. Don't know when I'm gonna stop. As you do. That the right one. Okay, we are here. We are here, and you're with me, right? I came up with or researched why people game, and there are basically 15 reasons why people game. Starting off with the novelty. It's new, it's different. Let's game, let's figure out how to do what all the rage of people are doing. They're gonna game. It's new, let's see what happens. The second one, I think, is more so people not necessarily introduced into gaming, but they're more into getting better at gaming. The competency and mastery of gaming is another reason why people game. And I feel that this is on a spectrum where there's like the new people that are getting into it, and then people that are getting better at it, and then there's the masters who can and cannot be. very difficult to be around. Similar when you're getting used to things, there's the exploration and freedom of gaming. So you figured out how to game, you're kind of okay with it, you're good at it, and there's more things to it. There's more levels, there's the more tasks that you can do in the game. So basically, the other reason why you game is to explore and to expand your horizons and figure out how this game works. And if it's a free play, you can find new things all the time, of course. Another reason why people game is called external exploration. So outside of the game, you're figuring out different ways to game and figure out how things work, of course. You do what you want, you explore your boundaries, and definitely that is another reason why people game. There's external exploration and there's internal exploration of your figuring out around you. Similarly, you figure out inside of you how you're figuring out how you're dealing with things, situations. You're internally figuring things out for yourself, like, oh, I'm that kind of person while you're like gaming. Another reason why people game is risk taking. They're doing things that they've never tried to do before, so they're figuring out how is this going to work out? Is it going to be difficult? Is it going to be challenging? Take the risk. That is another reason why people game. And of course, if you're taking risk, there's also the competitive risk. You're learning how to compete with your peers, and that's more the bigger picture. There's like the new people that are figuring out things competitively, comparing themselves to people that game hardcore for a long time. So the competitive thing, like I can do better than this guy because, well, I'm not an old dinosaur like them, basically. The other risk is the quest risk. They do a whole bunch of different quests, and that's another reason why you would game is to complete the quests. Another one would be the social risk, which is similar to if you're getting into gaming, you're doing it because of your peers are also doing it too. So that is kind of why you would be gaming as well. Another interesting way of looking at it is it's living life, but not really. It's kind of in a game, you're figuring things out, and it is a safe place to fail. You can fail in real life with serious consequences, but in the context of the game, it's not that serious. So it is a safe place to fail. And another one would have been basically, as I was talking about or hinting at before, another reason people why people game is competition. When you're playing, you're competing with other gamers and you're living life to the fullest by competing with all of them. And if you're good at it, if you're good at gaming, you can turn it into an income. You might get income from it and make base a career off of it. There are definitely other gamers out there that have done that. They have received income and made a career off of it. So that's another reason why people game. Oh boy, sorry, this is quite longer than I anticipated. I think it's also on top of everything that I said before. Another visible game is esports. Um, Today, gaming has turned into kind of a sport, and there are definitely the esport leagues that provide another reason why people game. Another reason why people game is professional problems. So if in real life you have issues with your career, you can get into gaming, which is way to another reason why you would game is because it's popular now and the track you were on before didn't work out for you, so now you're on this track. Reason why people game is, what did I say? It was to build and create, to take things and turn into something new. And similarly, in real life, it's different. In gaming, it's a totally different way of seeing things, and can build and create things in the game. You can put time and energy into your game. Reason why people game, similarly, I talked about social aspects, but it's also about building relationships. And here we talk about Discord and all that fun stuff that you can do online. What's this? Reason why people game is online predators, they mentioned. Uh, Definitely, it's a different way to catch up on the predators and make sure that they don't abuse other people. But I think the general aspect of the next part of reasons why people game is the relaxation aspect. I know that if I'm just having a bad day, I'll put on a game and I'll just like, get through it by just playing the game, and that's reason why unwind and relaxation is definitely one of the points that I totally understand. Another reason why people game is the excitement of it. It's new, it's different. You're hitting those dopamine receptors all the time when you game. This is one I previously mentioned, but it is an escape for reality to you. So another reason why you would game is it's an escape. It's reason a way to get out of your head, get out of your mind, and just game. It's an escape from your realities. An escape from people. It's an escape from situations. It provides you autonomy or independence, and provides you a measurable progress. Similarly, there's OPG progress. Um, you can make it's kind of like you can make things different for you if you can change things are different in gaming situations, of course. There's OPG progress, which is when your character is doing things and accomplishing things. There's also mobile progress, when you're individually competing and accomplishing things. And then there's collecting. Um, I think this also can refer to Pokemon. and how you're collecting the Pokemon, and that's one another reason why you would game is to collect things. You can collect items, skins, and games are fun. Another one which I don't really want to address, but it is a popular topic in gaming industry, is loot boxes. To game, you can accomplish loot boxes and get things in real life. And I don't really want to get into it because it has been a hot topic back in the day. But loot boxes is another reason why people would game. I can add on to that for us in a second. Um, the conclusion is basically that, and I'm also gonna put this link in the down below. People game for different reasons, and hmm, I don't know how I'm gonna put this, but I can add to it that when you're gaming, you're gaming. I can see in a different aspect of it that when I'm streaming on Twitch, and I'm not a streamer on Twitch, but when I'm watching streamers on Twitch, you watch them and you get bits. You get points for watching them for an extended amount of time, and then I collect all those bits, and I can get emotes and different things for them. But that's definitely another reason why I would passively game, but it's not really gaming. Another reason why is, excuse me, my allergies are out of control, is I think that article really covers why people game and reasons why you would game. I personally have a different reasons why. It's the social aspect. It's some in some instances the financial aspect. There's reasons why people do it. Many things, and gaming that's one of them. It's also a good stress relief, and it's just like bouncing ideas off that I had originally, but then I found that article which put it into better perspective. But definitely, when I want to like de-stress, I game. When I want to socialize, I game. When I want to figure things out, one of the things that I have discovered is when I'm trying to figure out when I'm trying to figure out parts of life, like I'm not, I've got this problem, I'm gonna sit on it, I'm just gonna game because I'll be focusing on something else while my mind kind of figures it out. That's another reason why you can game. There's so many different reasons why people game, but I figured that would cover the basics of why people game. And of course, you cover up the social, the financial, everything about it. It's a lot of fun. It has been taken to new heights today. So it's different now. You can tell this gaming is a kind of a different beast now. It used to be like gaming that was simple, it was straightforward, but now there's like MOBAs, there's so many different things. There are different ways of playing, different depths of playing, and definitely I would totally encourage people to game if you understand the repercussions of the game. For example, one of the games is Pokemon, and you go to different locations, you collect Pokemon, you battle. Sure, that's fine, but I personally don't talk too much about Pokemon because when it comes to Pokemon, there's financial risks involved. In that, to do something, sometimes it costs money, real life money. So when I'm like talking to my nephew about it, they were talking about things that like I don't know, they're acting like things are free and they can do whatever they want. Of course, they're like in grade two, so whatever. But that's one of the things that like I'm not too into talking to somebody else about gaming because they don't understand. It's like, oh, I can't just do this because I need money to do this. And that's a whole big thing that I'm gonna just put it on the side for another time. But that is basically my in-depth look into gaming and why people game, types of gamers. It's a fun thing. I'm so excited that I am able to game, even though my skill level isn't like up there. It's I can do enough that I'm having fun. Anyways, I think I'm going to cut that there and use that as my next video. Oh, my nose is so runny. So let's talk about life in general and how I'm like totally filled with life as it is. Right now I'm happy that I have got the microphone and all the details about it. I also have recently got a Japan crate, so I'm totally thrilled about that. But there are different reasons why. Also, when I'm getting into April, suffice like ignore the first day or so because that's a tough win. But April is a fun time. What I've done this year, I guess, is January to March. I've been paying off bills, and so April I can spend again. Because it's so much fun not to spend again. I would love to spend. Um, uh, I'm spending a lot of things, namely, of course, piercings and tattoos. That's just me. That's okay. And I think that's the gist of it. April, May kind of deal. So I'm kind of thrilled about that. But on top of that, hmm oh yeah, and this also adds to it. Why do you game? To complete it, to show off, to de-stress, and the social aspect is what I came up with before I found everything else. Anyways, I have a list of things that I'm going to get done. I'm going to leave it to the surprise factor. But when I get it done, then I'll show it off. I'll probably post videos, probably probably post like tweets, Instagram posts, all that stuff. Another reason why I'm kind of thrilled is I have looked at my social aspects of things and I've recalibrated it. So now I'm actually going to post every single day about it. Not every day, but like certain days are devoted to different aspects and different social. basically different aspects. So I would talk like Monday is devoted to Twitter, Tuesday is devoted to YouTube, all that stuff. Like every day is devoted to something different, and I like the idea that everything is covered. Everything makes sense. Although similarly, I have found posting on different platforms that, well, it's it's kind of difficult. Uh, trying to relate to the new people of the day, and of course, namely probably Generation Z. That's that. I'll come to it and I'll see it eventually. But yeah, definitely that. That is definitely a it's a tricky one. It's a tricky one. So many things that make me so happy. The microphone makes happy. I have oh my ears kind of annoying me. I've got a violin over there that I'm so thrilled with that I think every Wednesday is devoted to learning the violin, and I have purchased some music to it, so I can totally learn the violin and maybe show it off one day. Maybe show it off one Wednesday or so. We'll see what happens. There's also um, different things like that I have situated. Like one another thing that I'm so thrilled with. I don't know if you can see it. No, I've got a three guitar stand for my two guitars, so I'm thrilled with that idea. You're probably only ever gonna see Luna though, because Luna's my everything. My other guitar is Eglamour. Eglamour is awesome. I think comparatively, it's more of like an alto. It's not actually an alto, but it's deeper than Luna, I think. But yes, that is another thing. I'm thrilled with the fact that I have repurposed the three guitar stands. And maybe one day I'll have a third guitar. I don't know. Maybe I should put my violin over there. Who knows? But definitely one thing I should work with. Um, Let me remember what it is. 'Cause usually on these live streams, I talk about what I did, kind of deal. So Monday, that's the thing too, is I have a lot of songs that I've been writing and recording, and so that's how things go. And I am super psyched about these new prospects. Ah, yes, I should talk about that one too, shouldn't I? Um, well, it looks like I baked my brother's birthday cake. Done. Uh, every Sunday I'm trying to devote myself to posting on TikTok, and of course, I don't really want to talk about this, but I probably will have to. Is what everybody's talking about the Oscars and Will Smith and Chris Rock. I mm, it's a thing. It's a thing. It's one thing we probably have to address that I want to address. Mm, okay, I guess we'll talk about it now. Everything that happened at the Oscars. And personally, I don't get about the Oscars. I never watched the Oscars like ever. Award shows just like fine, whatever. But everything that happened at the Oscars was like overshadowed by what happened on stage with the host of the show, which is Chris Rock, and he did like a first stand up, and he talked and addressed Jada Pinkett Smith and Will Smith, and there's so much stuff that's going on. That's like, we have so much to talk about with like the open marriage or whatever. But of course, we're focusing on Jada Pinkett Smith's alopecia, and how it makes her shave her head off, even if it wasn't like alopecia, although that is a big factor is that she has that. Um, just her style is enough to make fun of it, to compare it to Demi Moore and all that stuff. I hate to do it, but I do definitely bring it down to if you like Chris Rock versus Will Smith more comparatively. That's definitely what we can bring it down to. Some people taking it for as far as to, I guess, boycott some of the movies. I think Will Smith has King Arthur or whatever that is called. Um, you can if you want to have at it, but it's neither here nor there. It happened. Um, I don't think what happened justifies everything that happened after that. So Will Smith saying that he's like a peaceful person or whatever, but after what happened, I don't know if he can say that anymore. It's it's quite an act that he should have thought about beforehand, but at the same time, it's like, what the F are you doing? It encourages everybody to act on their impulses, basically, and it's not a good thing. It's it teaches everybody not to do things well. One thing that's kind of astonishing is how it is the slap heard around the world because everybody saw it. But like, and then there was a lot of people saying like, "Oh, it was fake, it was like manufactured or whatever." Oh boy, I don't even know. You can say that, you can believe it, sure, but what happened happened, and now there's a comparison of what happened with Kanye West in like 2011 or something. When like, I'm gonna let you finish, um, which is in its own way meme-tacular. Like that is one thing that we can always refer upon about what happened with Kanye West and Taylor Swift and Beyonce, and now we have Chris Rock and Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith. So that and like there's so many things to think about. There's so many things to compare. So there's definitely that. But what happened happened, and now we can just base off of how we're gonna deal with it now. I definitely think that we can consider what happened and use that as a jumping off point. So let's talk about how he loved his family so much fiercely, and it's just complicated honestly because what happened it it was like using your words and then how you're acting upon it. So you're saying like I would do this or that versus actually doing this or that. And one thing I thought about also was how wasn't Will Smith also Muhammad Ali? So I would be like, I don't know if I want to be around somebody who's sorry about that. Uh, I don't know if I want to be around somebody who's acting out to be a boxer. So that's not a fun thing either. Forgive me, I have two dogs now, and they're fighting, and it's ridiculous. So, according to this, uh, I covered coffee on Monday. I wrote about things coalescing, things are working out, and I talked about my OC, I guess. And of course, I focused on like Gen Z slang and all that stuff. That's the gist of what I did this week. I will definitely make things different next week. It's of course everything is kind of like based off of what I did in the past and what I'll do today kind of situation. Usually it goes Monday recording, Tuesday I'm writing, Wednesday I'm learning something new, Thursday I am live streaming, I guess. Usually I am live streaming or doing something on YouTube, which is recording in a different way. One is like I'm just recording my voice, and Thursday I'm recording my face, I guess. And Friday is general things with talking to strangers, basically. So that's all nice and fun. And that happens every single day, so it's kind of the gist of it. That's kind of how life is. Um, I definitely set up live streaming to the extent that I would talk about what happened in the previous week. And it doesn't include Friday because Friday is the social aspect, which I don't even know what's going to happen on Friday. But hopefully it's fun. And Friday will be fun. I don't know. Let's talk about my OC. So far when I'm discussing my OC, there's so many things that I come across or that I want to do that doesn't really work out. And I'm kind of like wondering if I can, oh, what's the word? Order it out, like asking somebody else to do it for me, because maybe there's certain things that like right now I'm thinking about calling in somebody else, but I'm also thinking about, wait, I can do this. In the end, it's always like, wait, I can do this, and sometimes I think maybe I can. Um, I'm definitely not as skilled as people today. I I can draw. I can sure I can create a character. Sure, whatever. But making that into like live 2D or live 3D, ooh, it's complicated and it kind of compiles with all this Photoshop stuff that I don't know much about. But I have come across the idea that I don't need to know much about it, but I need to know the gist of it. So, as it stands, I can get into Photoshop, create a character, and do stuff from there, um, and work off from that point. But I don't know if that's gonna work. I don't know because I feel like I'm talking to somebody now who might be able to do stuff, but they're also asking me to do stuff myself. So I'm like, but if you're asking me to do stuff, then why am I asking you to do it? So it's kind of up in the air. I will give you an idea of. Should I spoil the surprise? Yeah, let's spoil the surprise. Why not? Um, hmm. And of course, you'll be entertained by nothing while I figure it out. So, this is one of them. And that was what I started with the cell phone. But then I noticed that I couldn't get the names off of it. So then I did this, which is more accurate actually. Another chibi. And these are the basic stuff about it. Of course, the first chibi was like preferable because my hair was longer than that one, but the second one I can definitely work with more because there's not like text interrupting the stuff, and it's cute. I like it because the headphones are purple. And one of the things is usually with my oopsie. Usually with my yeah, well, that's a good example. Usually with my dolls or whatever that I draw or create, you'll notice that the first one, a purple eyes, and the next one I don't. So I'm like, I prefer the purple eyes because oh my gosh, I prefer the purple eyes because that kind of is the gist of things. Usually I'll be wearing purple or whatever, but in actuality, my eyes are not purple clearly. Although I do have the belief and attempt to infuse purple. So like if I was, I can find my anime character too. I dressed up as an anime character. Where I would maybe have purple eye contacts, uh, dye my hair purple, which is like a totally different thing. I don't know if I can find that one, but the gist is there. Like the attempt is there that I can make it, but turn it into something animated. I don't know. I don't know. It's definitely something I can try to do, but it's not. Mm, it doesn't come easily to me. Let's see if I can find it. Definitely. I don't know if you can see it right now, but my character is there. I don't know if you can see that. Uh, but it has bunny ears, purple eyes, and that was definitely my other character. I'm not sure how to figure that one out. You can definitely find like this is another one. But that one has brown eyes. That's fine. That's the gist of having brown eyes. That's fine. I have brown eyes. It's cool. But there was the other one that I don't know if I have a photo of. Of basically, it's me with bunny ears. And that's definitely it's different. I guess I'm just showing you everything. Oh my gosh. Oh, here it is. I was gonna do this one, but I think I need my eyes to be open. I usually have bunny ears, and of course everything's purple. But of course I'm like doing a happy smile. But I don't know if that's like what is good for what I need because also I want my eyes to be open in situations. So there's so many things to think about, things to consider. It's not an easy decision to make because also it's like everything that you're putting into this character. But on so many levels, it's like I also have the ones I've been drawing, which is based off of um Kurumi-chan? How would I use that word? Oh, this is also my other character, which is what I cosplay as. But what is it called? I can't remember the name. It's Here, I'll find it for you. Ah, yes. The other character, when I was drawing myself, I based it off of Manhattan. And she, I don't want to display it now because it's like so obvious that I'd based it off of her. But definitely, that's it. That is something that I can do. That is something I will do. But when I was like having inspiration, I based it off of her, and it's kind of like me, but my actual hair. Excuse me. So it's kind of there. You go. um, but of course, I was drawing, and I was like, everything comes down to the fact that I needed to use it in Photoshop, and I didn't. And like I showed them everything, but I didn't use the Photoshop app, which I should do, Adobe Photoshop or whatever. But I figured if I'm doing this, why don't I just do it? Because I'm going through all this already, figuring out how I'm gonna do my character, and it's so frustrating to figure that stuff out. But it's kind of weird because like so many times I think about, oh my gosh, I'm so old. And in some cases, it's very true. It's very accurate. I'm quite old. But to the new things that are coming up, and of course, namely, uh, I'm being highly influenced by VTubers and how they have all this stuff going on. I should probably like sign on with VShojo or something because it's ridiculous. It is ridiculous to figure out how I'm gonna animate myself, and I'm like, mm, I've never wanted to be fake more often than this. I want to be a fake person. I want to be a cartoon character, and I mean, oh my gosh, I can show you the other one. I have found one, something that totally I'm psyched about. Honestly, psyched about. I don't know if it counts though, but here we go. Of course, it takes me forever to figure things out, but here we go. Whatever. Yes. Hey, how are you doing? I'm a bunny. Whatever. Yes. I do have that. Um, but again, everything's all up in the air, figuring out the logistics of everything, and I don't know. It's hard because to do the whole anime thing or the VTuber thing, it's kind of like you're fake, and that's kind of annoying because it's true. You're like still yourself, but you're not. um, it's annoying. It's difficult. It's it's strange because life is kind of fake anyways, and you're like embracing that kind of stuff. I don't know how to make use of it. It's like I just need like a sensei probably to figure out things because in the end, I'm not opposed to be like, hi, I'm an actual human being. I can bring out my rabbits if you want. I can, I don't know, I can figure things out. But at the same time, it's like catching up. So knowing everything now that I do know makes me think like maybe I should go back and learn like computer science or something because that is the gist of it. It's figuring life out, and I'm more with um life now in that I don't think I ever didn't embrace the creative pathway that I have made out for myself, which I have previously talked about, the Monday to Friday situation. I think that it took me maybe a few months to solidify that thing. And I think that when it goes really well, then it goes really well. So on top of everything that I've been doing, I've been compounded with other ideas. I write songs all the time. Sometimes I record them on Monday. Sometimes it's like Sunday, but I'm posting it for Monday. And I don't know, it's thrilling when I get decent amount of sleep. For one, getting sleep is boss. It is PogChamp status. But it's also when I have a bunch of ideas written down to create into songs, poems, whatever, like the fact that I can create things is like that's my everything. The fact that I can create freaking ace. Love to create things. And sometimes on Sundays, I make herb potlucks. That was one thing I did that I was so thrilled with is that I got a portfolio and I put my pieces in the portfolio and I'm so thrilled about that. Maybe one day, like that's the other thing too, Society 6, buy my stuff. That's one thing is that to see things on Society 6 or even Instagram, that is that's everything. As soon as I got onto Society 6, I knew that that's end game. That is end game. Because given I excite some people and they want to buy my stuff, that is the point of life. Is to do things and get compensated for it. That is everything. If I can make money off of what I do, there you go. If I can create things, I create things 24/7 all the time, except when I'm sleeping. Of course, except for when I'm sleeping. Let's talk about the new schedule, shall we? Sorry, my dog is outside. Okay, so the new schedule is only slightly different from what I explained before. But the fact that it's new and it's different and it's just doing everything that I ever wanted, that I have a schedule so things will get done if I hold myself to them, which I do. Like there are some times when I don't contribute to the schedule, but instead it's just me advertising the schedule or advertising the site. That's it. That is everything. Is to just say like, "Hi, I'm also on this platform. Go check it out." That works too. That will also suffice as to accomplishing the schedule. The schedule is everything. Now, namely, on Sunday, I do some artwork, and that can be anything. And most of those artworks are in my portfolio right now. The new one that I made. And on Sunday as well, I do TikTok. TikTok so far, I've realized that I'm kind of old, but that's okay. Sundays, I do TikTok and I do art. Mondays, I do music and I write. Also on Mondays is mostly also realizing and discovering how to become a, how do I say it? It's also sound engineering. So it's not just music. Music could also be like just playing a random song, which is fine. I have a big binder of songs that I can do, but it's also basically just recording music and posting it on YouTube. So that's one thing I do is do some music, and also write is just in general writing down ideas, writing down thoughts of things that I can do and things that I can accomplish. Here's a song lyric that I have in my mind. Write it down. Tuesday. Similarly, I write, but this writing is mostly for blog post, and that's another one that I write whatever on my blog, love it, loveandlyricsblog.com, and I also post that on Twitter. Also, to write, I have Starbucks. That's why I kind of like my Tuesdays because I get Starbucks and then I write. Similarly, I exercise. Make sure everything's exercised. Quads, biceps, abs, everything. Kind of goes against the whole Starbucks thing, but I do it on Tuesdays. Wednesdays is kind of ooh. Wednesdays is kind of up in the air. I originally wrote down language and yoga, and it is language and yoga, to be fair. Because the language in a different way now. Language used to be learning Japanese, learning Korean, learning American Sign Language. Is learning all the languages basically. Learning Russian before I'm forced to learn Russian. Learning all the languages. And similarly, I just Wednesdays is also yoga, which is similarly. I have my yoga book. I pick up random pose, and it's like pose. It's like 4 times. And similarly, I didn't do anything this week because on Wednesday I decided I need to read some music, which is another language. So I bought some language books for violin. Thursdays, you're here. You know what it's about. It's a check-in slash a video. I'm either posting the video, which I did previous today. We had talked about different gamers and why they're different, or we live stream. And today we did both. So I did a check-in video. Hi, I'm here. I'm alive. Thanks. And I have also live streamed like we're doing right now. And then I exercise. It's like exercise every single day, honestly. I like to do a check-in on Thursdays to say like, okay, so Monday I did this, Tuesday I did this Wednesday I did this, and that kind of like this sums up my week. This video sums up my week, and I am filled for Friday. Oopsies. That's not fun. Okay, Friday. Okay. Friday, it's social. It is also Instagram. But I tend to post on Instagram anyways, so that is Saturday, you got Instagram. And social is basically finding people on different websites and just checking in on them, making sure they're okay. And also the dating sites that I'm a part of. So if I need to catch up on people that are doing that, you find me on Friday. And Saturday. Saturday is self-care Saturday. So Saturday is when I would take my nail polish off and massage my hands and like just take care of myself. Similarly, Onlyfans on Saturday. And I think that's altogether talks about my daily week. Usually have the gist of it. And then I have added websites on social platforms on top of that. So that is my week in general. I'm thought we haven't gone 1 hour. I don't know how streamers do it. The whole like streaming for 5 hours at a time. I'm thinking that I can do streaming for a long time, but a lot of it is based off of I can't use copyrighted music. I can't play certain games. And because of that, we don't get to do much. Although I do like the listening to music in general that I probably would get copyrighted for. I mean, in the end, it'll be just a whole big blank sound because I can't play the music, which I would like to. That is another thing I could do, and this is why I was gonna do it, because today is a special day. We're gonna celebrate with some lights because tomorrow Pep comes out. And I'm so thrilled for Pep. Which guitar should I play? Eglamour? Luna? I don't know. I would also like to point out today, I got some hooks. And so I only wanted 2 hooks, but they gave me a lot. I got a hook for my keys at the door, and I have a hook for my sleeping mask at my bed. And now I'm unstoppable. I don't think this is gonna be a problem because it's an actual instrument and it's an actual me, and I'm not ripping off anything. So hopefully this will work out. And if you ever wonder why all my videos are just like a photo and then the music, it is because I am blind. I can't see well. So live, it's how we're gonna do it live. The gist is E minor and B. For anybody who is musically gifted, E minor and B. Take me to the doctor, cut through the holy water, cleanse me with fire, 'cause I'm the fungal doctor. I've been all the way down, I've been home, I'm a dead woman walking. You've been looking for the truth until you hear the devil talking. Now I'm making a living, crushing the algorithm. Flip the pillow to the cool side. Love, magic, feminism. Finally found religion. Laying naked on the poolside. Baby, I'm back. Uh-oh. Baby, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Uh-oh. Baby, I'm back. I'm back, 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 back. They say you better be honest, but you gotta be cautious. So you lie to yourself, so the high road is the longest. So you go all the way down and leave all at the bottom. There's nothing left to give, then that's when you hear your body walking. Now I'm making a living, baby, I'm out of prison. Flip the pillow to the cool side. Love, magic, feminism. I don't need superstition. Laying naked on the poolside. Baby, I'm back. Uh-oh. Baby, I'm back. I'm back. Baby, I'm back. Uh-oh. hear me go. Oh, it goes so hard. Remember how to be soft. So you get back to the sun at the bottom of the sea. And you come up a lot closer from living your face. Now I'm making a living, crashing the algorithm, flip the pillow to the core side. Love, magic, feminism, finally found religion, lying naked on the poolside. Baby, I'm back. Uh-oh. Baby, I'm back. I'm back. Baby, I'm back. Uh-oh. Baby, I'm back. I'm back, 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 back. That was for lights. Who is dropping a new album? Pep. Tomorrow. No fooling. Oh, shoot. Okay. And now you know why everything's fake. Because I can't see anything. I have to say about a few weeks ago, my laptop stopped charging. Or not necessarily stopped charging, but the battery didn't work. My cell phone stopped charging. And that is my own river Styx. Is that I get totally disconnected with the world, with internet. That's a hard way to go. And so now everything is that much better because I'm connected to the internet, to the computer, everything. To be without that, Similarly, at the same time as me not having the charging cords and all that stuff, I was getting into Twitch, and Twitch was a fun one. I don't know if I have it, but I will definitely try to find it, maybe. Hmm. Oh, that would be fun. I'm gonna listen to this song instead of me playing it because I can't find it. That's interesting. Hmm. That is fascinating. I'm trying to play a song that's not working. Such is life. I have to try this. Again, I have to be blind though, so the answer is F. I found another boy, so I'm gonna play it coy. I think this could be a wonderful life. Turns out he's gay, so I'm not gonna get laid. There goes my wonderful life. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. Loving you makes no sense. He's enemies and only at his best, providing a most wonderful life. makes no sense. It makes no sense. Loving you makes no sense. You won't take me to the sea or give me a life I never knew. This anime book took away my wonderful life. Oh, shit. I'm feeling tricky. I'm feeling pretty. On to the next boy. On to the next boy. That was a little mix up. Because I've misplaced many of those things, many of the chords, many of the lyrics. I have some of the lyrics that were down, but it's like a verse one, chorus, verse two. And it's not clear if it's an F or a G, you know? So, but yeah, that's how it's gonna go down. That's how it's gonna go down. One out of the two ain't bad. Still repping lights over. And my own now. There's one other one that I wrote recently, more recent than Twitchy Nonsense, and that's called The Game. And that was because I owed it to somebody to write that song. And if you want to see it, I don't know why I can't hear it but now, but it's online. I wrote down everything that you can to access it. So if you want to access it, there you go. And now with this microphone and headphones set up, I can be an ASMR channel now. Maybe. I don't know. Oopsie. There goes my eyesight. Today, in addition to the hooks are a big improvement for me because I have the hooks for, of course, the wallet and keys and stuff, and hooks for my eye mask when I go to sleep. Doing that infinitely better. I only wanted two hooks. Turns out they come in cases of 8. So when I asked for 2 hooks, I just put a 2 in the selection, and I got 16. It was more than I needed, but thank you. Last important thing is to be grateful for what you have, and hopefully what you will get will be that much better. As it stands, I have more than enough. Right now, I've been psyched about the setup of the microphone and everything. And then today I got the hooks, and then I got the Japan crate, which I can bring in to show you guys. Maybe next week, we'll see. Everything is ace. That being said, I've got some bunnies to tend to, and a dog who wants attention, so I must leave you guys. And see you guys maybe next week when similar setup, funny ears and all, and maybe we'll record some stuff that would be astronomically great. pay attention to the schedule that I've been posting. That is what I've been doing. And we will see. Well, I might skip April 1st for reasons, but we will see what happens. As per usual, Lovex Lyrics.